Nope. Nothing like that. Namaskar Ashtangi. My name is Morgan. I'm the Ashtanga Nurse and author of the book Why Yoga Works. And today I wanted to talk to you about not having enough time for your practice. See, because before I was the Ashtanga Nurse, I was actually I still am a registered nurse. See, because before I was the Ashtanga Nurse, I am a registered nurse, and that meant working long shifts. If you've ever been to the hospital, I'm sorry. First off, that's never a fun visit, but you will recognize that your doctors, your nurses, your nursing assistants, your PTs, all of those people, they're there a minimum of 12-hour shift, which means that they're getting there around 7 o'clock in the morning and they're not leaving till 7 o'clock at night. And 7 o'clock is your checkout time, but then you're still doing all your patient charting, and this is probably the first time you get to go to the bathroom because you've just worked 12 hours and somebody's finally there and they can kind of take over for you. So you do 3 12-hour shifts back to back, and you're waking up at 5 a.m. and you're not getting home until maybe 8:30, 9 o'clock, at which point you eat some food and you pass out because you're literally just done. So where do you find time for your asana practice or your meditation practice in and amongst all of this pressure to get there to go to work? Trust me, I know that it's exhausting and it seems like there is no time. So if you want to beat yourself up about it, go ahead, but it's not going to help or improve your asana practice, and it's certainly not going to help your meditation practice. And it's not going to help your patient interaction practice, how you show up for your patients, or in the case that you're not a nurse or a doctor, how you show up for your client. How do you find that balance, that work-life yoga balance? Because your yoga practice is supposed to be helping you find that balance. And what I do for myself, I shortened my practice. I didn't do my full entire asana practice. There were weeks, months at times where I wasn't able to go all the way through. I would do 3 Surya Namaskara A's, 2 Surya Namaskara B's. I'd do the standing sequence, and that would be it. That was 30 minutes of my morning, and that's all I could spare because that's all the time that I had to spare in the morning. 30 minutes was 30 minutes was excruciating, and it was painful to give myself that 30 minutes, but I knew that those 30 minutes were key for myself. How do you carve out that time? That's something for you to do. For myself, what works is setting myself up the night before. I have an alarm on my phone that's set up at 8:30. So at 8:30, I know that I'm going to start winding down my day. So if I'm watching television, I turn the TV off. I start reading a book and going into the bedroom, starting to wind down, taking all of the blue lights out of my life. Phones and computer screens, all of that stuff goes away. So in order to wake up in the morning, I prepare the day before. Step 1 in giving yourself time to practice, whether it's your asana practice, whether it's your meditation practice, whether it's a running practice, or you need to go for a bike ride or go out surfing in the morning, whatever your practice is, your yoga practice, set up the night before. So for myself, 8:30, everything goes off. That alarm comes up, reminds me, shut everything down. 8:30 is my time. Your time may be different. You don't need to be up at 4 o'clock in the morning. For myself, that's the time that I choose to wake up in the morning. I've made a routine for myself, and it's trial and error making that routine. What works for me is not gonna work for you. You are going to have to find the time and the space that's gonna work for you the most. It might be 6 o'clock in the morning, it might be 9 o'clock in the morning. That's something that you need to determine for your own schedule. But carve out that time 30 minutes ahead so that you have that space, that time for you to practice. If 30 minutes is what you're aiming for, then that's what you're gonna go for. Let me know how I can help you. You can comment below. Maybe I'll upload a video of a 30-minute practice. And if 30 minutes isn't gonna work and all you need is 15 minutes, or if you just need 10 minutes, take it. That's your time, but it's important that you separate time for yourself. You want your yoga practice to build you up. And if it's not building you up, you're probably doing something wrong and you need to reevaluate that first and foremost. Thanks for watching. Hit the like, subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. No mistakes.